Hey guys, welcome back to Dueling Destination. Well, today I had a different idea of making a video. This is the first kind of video I'll be making like this. I would like some feedback on it and get some ideas on what other videos I can do. I do understand that deck profiles are really good and pack openings are good too, but also sometimes giving some advice on the game for you to help understand more, because not all players are competitive players. There's always going to be new players coming into the game, and just getting some tips on how to get ready or play the game helps a lot. I remember it helped me a lot. I didn't understand a lot of the game, and I would just want to bring this up right now. As you can see, I have right here different deck cores or different cards, staples I believe that I have, and cards that I try to keep for myself, or deck ideas that I like that I want to build one day. And that's what this video is about. It's how to pick a deck for the new format. As you guys know, every 6 months or 4 to 6 months Konami gives us a new ban list. The ban list then changes the format in which we are right now and gives us different playstyles. Also, with the release of new product, the format also changes. So with this, a lot of people sometimes don't know what to play. They end up playing rogue decks, or just don't understand which decks would be more powerful in this. And I came up with a few tips in which can help you to see, and well, it helped me personally to build a deck, because I've realized that this game, yes, it takes a lot of money. One of the first things you gotta look at when building a new deck for new format is the new products that will be released within that format. Because like I said earlier in the video, new products released also change the format and shift the format and how it can be, because sometimes these products bring unbelievable cards that just break the old format and just get over so much other stuff. And in this time right now, we have Shadows in Valhalla, the Mega Things 2018, and Cybernetic Horizon, the booster box, and the special edition. I limited it to these ones because they're the most recent one, and we do have most information on them. Because Shadows in Valhalla, all the spoilers have been made. The Mega Things normally are reprints of core sets from the past year, and Cybernetic Horizon, well, it's a set that just came out. So with this in mind, you know more or less what cards are available and will be available, and that will be helping you to build your deck for the format. So with the Shadows of Valhalla, you gotta take under consideration they have the Valkyrie cards, they have the Invoke reprints, and the Ash Blossoms reprint will be giving you more access to these cards, and it brings a lot of good reprints as well. But more than likely, people are gonna be going towards the Invoke stuff because they have the new Link monster and Ash Blossom, because it's going to be accessible to more people now. In that case, you already know that you'll be facing off more people with the Invokes decks, and you still gotta consider that, like I said, the Mega Things are coming out, giving you even more unbelievable reprints. For example, like Skull Dread, Burrow Load, Evenly Matched. These cards are game changers in every match. So this is going to be more accessible to other people. And like I said, budget players as myself, well, I'm trying kind of semi-budget. I figured out I gotta save to get cards and trade. And also with Cybernetic Horizon, they have the Danger cards and the Crusadia, the OTK deck, and also Cyber Dragon. So this new format coming up is gonna be wild and crazy. It is gonna be, I believe, an open format with the upcoming ban list as well. The next advice would be look at the past format and current format and analyze it. The past format, well, we're still in that, which Trickstars are still one of the top meta decks. We also have Gokeys, we have Invokes, Mech Knights in the Rush as well. We also have Alter Guys, and we have Sky Strikers. These decks are the top decks right now. You saw on Worlds, they were still the top, even though ban lists hit them. So you can see that they are capable of playing around ban lists. So you gotta consider playing against them. And that's what's gonna help you build your deck. Because analyzing the past format and know how those decks play, what their key strengths, what their key weaknesses are, is gonna help you to gather cards you might need to play against them. Even though the ban list is coming, no one is sure which cards are gonna get hit in which decks. Of course, normally Konami tends to hit the decks that are the more superpower decks to try to fix the format, but in some cases they miss it. Like last time, Trickstars were a very powerful deck. The ban list came, Trickstars still did not get hit, so hey, they can skip Gokis this time, and Gokis will still be a #1 contender. Also, some mentions are like ABC deck, Spiral decks. Those decks are still relevant in this format right now. Burning Abyss decks, one of my personal favorites I'll be using right now. They still have a good matchup against them, and they still top a lot of events. So, like I said, analyzing the format that we are in right now, the past format, to try to find a pattern on what the new format might come up to be and which cards you might need, so ahead of time you can build your deck more properly. Look at the decks you have currently and how they stand against the current format, and if the booster boxes or the new sets coming out will give you any more power so you can continue powering up your current deck. And that's very important because then you gotta see that you're comfortable going into the new format. For example, some people love combo based decks, some people love FTK decks, OTK decks, stun decks, those special summon spam decks that just build some crazy boards to try and get wizard, and some people just like playing the grind game. So it's really up to a personal preference on which playstyle you enjoy playing, and then you can see if your deck will be getting any new support from the new sets, how it stands against the current format, and in which way your decks can be changed and adjusted for any new format coming. Also, then, this is going to lead us into your budget. I do understand a lot of people are budget players as myself, and you don't want to spend ridiculous amounts of money on different decks or different cards, because when the new cards come out, they're pretty high price if they're really good. For example, the Dangers right now are like $35 for Nessie or Bigfoot, which to some people isn't much, but some people just don't have that money to buy that, and it goes a lot with the hype of the card. So consider your budget. If you're a budget player, I'll let you know to play competitively, you'll be spending about 100 to 150 in deck cores at most times. That's only deck cores. This does not include staples and extra deck. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. Extra deck tends to be very expensive, as well as staple cards like hand traps and different kind of traps. For example, for staples we'd have Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogres, Jordan Lockbird, Solemn Strikes, Evenly Matched, the Sky Striker Engine, the Nightmare Engine, Called by the Grave, and an old favorite, Monster Reborn. So, considering all of this, you have to realize that getting staples to build any deck is important, and you more than likely will be using those staples in every deck you build. So, on budgeting and seeing the deck core that you want to get with the staples and the extra deck, like the Nightmare Engine, they work really good in almost every deck. Staples like Ash Blossom, Jordan Lockbird, and Evenly Matched work in competitive decks as well as any rogue deck. So they're pretty good staples to be picking up. And I do understand that some of these prices for the cards are really high. But like I said, you refer back to the new sets that are coming out, like the Megatins, that will be reprinting a lot of the extra deck monsters, evenly matched. Then you have Shadows Valhalla reprinting Ash Blossoms, and then you can power up the decks that you have already if you did not get them the last format. Now, for our final point right here in deck building, this is just tips and how to start and like analyzing to build your deck. I'm not giving specific ideas on which deck to build, just overall pointers on what can help you build a deck. Of course, if you're playing at home with friends, you don't have to worry about spending as much. Just have fun with the deck, just put some decks together and see how you guys play. At locals, it's a bit different because you're gonna pay entry to play at locals, and of course, when everyone pays, they want to win. And when you play at locals, it's a way different format, and they have sometimes more players over there, which have creative deck ideas. And you just have to analyze your area. Maybe Goki isn't the number one deck around there. People don't like it. Maybe they play Trick Stars, so you'll be siding in your side deck for more Trick Stars, or maybe they play all rogue decks. So the format there is going to be different for you guys a bit because of the different rogue decks around. And people just like classic decks or like taking different strategies to locals. So playing there is going to be different than playing in a regional, a YCS, or a big event. So you're going to analyze really what you want to play at which locations. Because playing a deck at locals and it's a fun rogue deck, sometimes when you go to regionals, YCS, or big events, you'll notice that everyone's going to be playing the really competitive decks. They're like tier 1 decks. So you got to really understand that if you're going to go play at the regionals, you got to go ready to compete against some of the best people in your area. And that's going to change your whole deck design and what you really want to be using. And my advice would be build one deck, analyze that deck really if it can stand against the meta, if it's going to get new support, if it's something you're comfortable with playing, and what and where you want to play this deck with. If you want to play it with friends, at locals at home, perfectly fine. If you want to compete and top the events, you gotta analyze which deck you believe can get you there. Well guys, this is kind of a long video, but I just wanted to share with you my ideas and how to pick a deck for the new format. If you like this video, just let me know. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.